Welcome to NFL News Update, where touchdowns meet headlines. Stay in the game with the freshest NFL updates. This is your quick dive into football fervor.
Eagles center Cam Jurgens on taking over for Jason Kelce. I'm just trying to be myself. Cam Jurgens had another position and another locker last year, with the Hall of Fame-sized vacancy left by the retirement of Jason Kelce. Though, things have changed quite a bit in a short time for Jurgens. It does feel a little weird. Kelce is gone, and they moved my locker over to his, Jurgens told reporters Wednesday during voluntary off-season workouts. Obviously, that's a little weird, and I ended up in the wrong locker a couple of times. I'm like, oh man, this isn't mine anymore. So, it's getting used to things, and it's fun getting back here and into the groove of things. When the Eagles used the 51st overall pick of the 2022 NFL Draft on Jurgens, it was with him taking over for Kelce in mind. Last season, Jurgens started 11 games at right guard. Now, he plans on just being himself as he tackles the unenviable task of taking over the starting spot of a likely future Hall of Famer, six-time All-Pro, and beloved Philadelphia sports legend. At the end of the day, just be myself, Jurgens said. I'm not trying to be somebody's replacement or somebody's next person. I'm just trying to be myself. Can I be the best football player that I can be in whatever position they put me in? That's what I'm going to do. I'm not worried about anything else besides what I can control. I think that's all I got to worry about at the end of the day. When you start putting in those perspectives and those terms, people like to compare, and then it's just different things on your shoulders that you need to carry. Kelce's retirement, reported the day after the team's season-ending loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and made official by the Eagles great during a tearful farewell, was something Philadelphia and general manager Howie Roseman had been preparing for, but that doesn't make it any easier. It might well be impossible when considering Kelce's greatness on the field, much less the indelible mark he left off of it with the fanbase. I don't think you can replace a guy like that, quarterback Jalen Hurts said Wednesday, but we've got special guys here. Jurgens is hoping to ascend to that special category, and he'll have ample help doing so, with stalwart tackles Jordan Mailata and Lane Johnson on his left and right, respectively, and two-time Pro Bowler Landon Dickerson at left guard. He'll also have the experience of playing with Kelce to look back on. As a rookie, Jurgens was Kelce's backup. As a second-year player, he started next to him. I think it's very valuable, Jurgens said of playing with Kelce. I learned so much playing behind him my first year. Then this last year, I played guard beside him, and every single day there's something to learn. It was just fun being in that room and being in that environment and learning something every day. Kelce's voice really showed throughout the room, and everyone listened while he spoke. It was really helpful and insightful. It's easy to follow someone like that and learn from that. So it's just going to be a little different without him this year. As Hurts noted, it's unlikely the Eagles can truly replace Kelce. He helped the franchise to its first Super Bowl victory, aided in the Eagles advancing to another, made 7 Pro Bowls, and captivated fans, first regionally and then across the country. Jurgens, though, isn't looking to replace Kelce, he's just aiming to get used to a new locker, likely the center QB exchange with Hurts, and settle in as the Eagles' new starting center. It's like, what can I do today? What can I do to learn? What can I do to get better? And how can I bet the best football player that I can be, he said. Not how can I be what he was, What are we going to do tomorrow? That's how I have to look at it. Former Ravens RB J.K. Dobbins signing one-year deal with Chargers. J.K. Dobbins' comeback will take place in Los Angeles, and he'll be surrounded by plenty of familiar faces. Dobbins is signing a one-year deal with the Chargers, NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero reported, per the running backs agency. On his way back from a torn Achilles suffered in Week 1 of 2023, Dobbins will rejoin former Baltimore Ravens offensive coordinator Greg Roman and his former running mate Gus Edwards, who signed with the Bolts earlier this offseason on a free agent pact. Dobbins' first 3 years were spent with Roman, including a 2020 rookie season when he peaked his potential with an 805-yard, 9-touchdown season. That tenure likewise included a 2021 campaign in which Dobbins missed the duration of the year after an ACL tear. When healthy, Dobbins has flashed brilliance, as his 5.8 career yards per carry will attest to, but he's played in just 24 games over 4 years. Still just 25, Dobbins' latest return will occur in LA, which is beginning to look a bit like Ravens West, with Jim Harbaugh taking the head coaching reins, bringing in Roman and now Baltimore's top two backs over the past few seasons. Pelissero also reported on March 26 that Dobbins, no, 80 in Greg Rosenthal's top 101 free agents had been cleared for football activities by Dr. Neil Elatrish. If he stays healthy, perhaps it's with the Chargers and under another Harbaugh that Dobbins will finally fulfill his potential. And perhaps this last story will be a comeback story. New Bears safety Jonathan Owens, wife Simone Biles getting acclimated to Chicago. The city has embraced us. Having signed with the Bears in March, safety Jonathan Owens has already taken the field in Chicago, so to speak. On Saturday, Owens threw out the first pitch at the Cincinnati Reds-Chicago White Sox game at Guaranteed Rate Field. Throwing from the top of the mound, many go from the base of it for a shorter and safer throw. Owens wasted little time and tossed a solid offering over the plate. It was a sigh of relief for wife and four-time Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles and a promising introduction to Chi-Town. He kept talking about the sidearm. Biles said, via Gabby Hadjuk of the team website, "I really thought he was going to throw a 50-cent. I was so excited for that. Well, it was actually a 10, so it irritated me how good it was. It was really good. I'm proud of him." Getting a 10 from one of the greatest gymnasts of all time, spouse bias notwithstanding, is hopefully a sign of good marks to come for Owens in Chicago. Owens has come into his own over the past 2 seasons, wrapping up a 4-year run with the Houston Texans in 2022 by tallying a career-high 125 tackles in 17 starts. In 2023, Owens started 11 games for the rival Green Bay Packers, recording 84 tackles and his first career touchdown on a fumble recovery. Though Owens isn't a shoo-in to start at safety, he should bolster what portends to be a stellar defensive backfield with Jaquan Brisker and Kevin Gard at the safety spots, Pro Bowler Jalen Johnson and Tariq Stevenson at cornerback, and Kyler Gordon at nickel. Owens, 28, is now with his third team in as many seasons, but after signing a 2-year pact, perhaps Chicago will be a sweet home for a while. So far, it's been quite the welcome. "The city has embraced us, so it's been really nice," Biles said. "It's been exciting to go to a different city that you're unfamiliar with, but everybody embraces you like your family. That's always nice. It just makes it easier." Owens is a St. Louis native who went to college at Missouri Western State. From the skyscrapers to the ball club, it's all been a bit new for the former Texan and Packer. "It was sensory overload," Owens said. "I'm driving in every 2 buildings I'm like, 'Babe, look at this, look at this.' It was a really good time and we're excited." He was excited to throw out the first pitch for the White Sox too, even if it wasn't for his hometown St. Louis Cardinals. "I got to throw out the first pitch, and that was always something I wanted to do," Owens said. "Being from St. Louis, I thought it would be for the Cardinals, but given this opportunity, I couldn't turn it down." Signing with Chicago could well be an opportunity to join a squad on the rise as the Bears approach a pivotal 2024 NFL Draft in which they're prognosticated to take USC quarterback Caleb Williams with the No. 1 overall pick and own the No. 9 selection as well. Owens is a former undrafted free agent, but he and Biles are getting settled into Chicago in a hurry. Next up for Biles will be a jam-packed competition schedule en route to the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, which begin in late July, right around the same time Owens will be at Bears training camp. Owens plans to root on Biles as often as he can leading up to her Olympics return. "I'm gonna be in there cheering like it's a football game," Owens said. And just as she's done before, Biles will be her husband's biggest fan come the fall and therefore a new Bears super fan as well. "It has meant the world to be able to support him," Biles said. "There's not a lot of time I get to do that because our seasons clash at one point and then it's his season, and then it's mine. So it's actually exciting whenever I get to come out and support him because these are memories that you won't get to do forever. So every time I get to support him, any which way, I'm here."